Since I did my blog about making some Seville marmalade, lots of people have asked me questions, so I thought that instead of answering all those questions individually, I would make a video about how to make some Seville marmalade. Now, I've taken this from Delia's complete cookery course. This is the one I use all the time, and I've written things on there as well. So this is Delia's recipe, Queen Delia, we bow to you. And it works every time for me. People have said that their marmalade hasn't set, it's just not working, it's this and that, you know, so all sorts of things. So I thought I would do a video for you. So marmalade is quite, it's not complicated, you don't need anything specific to do it with, but it just takes slightly longer than you would if you were making normal jam. But I will go through it with you step by step so that you can try it at home and hopefully you'll get as good results as I do. Now this is what the marmalade should look like when you finished. It might be slightly darker. I made 2 batches. This was the first batch and it's quite light, and the second batch I did was slightly darker. The reason for that was because it boiled slightly rougher, I suppose, and it boiled for ever so slightly longer than this one did. But that's what you're looking for, something that looks like this. This is chunky marmalade, because I like chunks in my marmalade. Now all you need to make that marmalade are 2 pounds, that's in weight, I don't know what that is in kilos, I do old-fashioned, of Seville oranges. They must be Seville oranges. Seville oranges make proper marmalade. You can make marmalade with normal oranges and lemons. You can even make it with limes as well, actually. But if you want to make proper traditional English marmalade, you need Seville oranges. You need 1 lemon, you need some granulated sugar, and you need some water. Right, now this is, I can't turn it up because I've got some water in here. Now this is a proper jam making pot. Okay, when you do make jam, if you do see a recipe, stick to that recipe. If you think, oh, I want to make 2 lots of it, you won't be able to fit it in the jam pan, okay, because when it boils it will boil up and it will boil over. Believe me, I've tried it. I thought, oh, I'll do a bit of a shortcut and I'll do 2 lots. It doesn't work. You have to, and the boiling time would be slightly different as well. So whatever the recipe says, do that as 1 batch. If you want to do another batch, then do another batch separately. Do not do them together. Now you can buy these jam pans quite easily. Just look online, or Lakeland Plastics do them. Well, actually they're called Lakeland now, which I can't remember where I've got mine from. I've had it for so long, but they call it a non-reactive. Okay, so in here I've got just cold water. I've got 4 pints of cold water. Okay, so we'll put that in there and we'll come back to that in a sec. And the other thing that you need are these. These are little muslin cloths. Now if you've had a baby recently and it doesn't need the little muslin cloths that you sometimes put over your shoulder so that if they dripped, then you could use those, but please do make sure you clean them first. These are quite small ones actually, but for this it doesn't matter because there's not a huge amount of stuff that needs to go in them. You can get bigger ones, but I couldn't find any bigger ones, but you can hunt these down. Wherever you get your jam pan from, they've most probably got these little muslin cloths there as well. Okay, so let's start with the marmalade. Right, now the first thing we need to do is we need to get our 1 lemon and our 2 pounds of, all the rest are in here, of Seville oranges, and all we need to do, if you want to wash them then please do, because they might have some marks on, but I've already washed these, is just to cut them all in half. Okay, it doesn't matter with the oranges whether you cut them that way or whether you cut them that way, it doesn't matter. Obviously the lemon, it's best to cut it this way because we then need to juice them all. Okay, so it's, some of them they look a bit manky on the outside, some of them, but don't worry about that. As long as they haven't started to go soft and mouldy, then you're absolutely fine. These can be quite tricky to find. Sometimes you can find them in the supermarket, but it's quite rare. Try your independent greengrocers, or I got them from my local outdoor market. On a Saturday they have a lovely market out there, and I found some out there. They're really quite cheap, but they're only available in January time. So if you want them, you have to hunt them out. Okay, now you may be able to see there are an awful lot of seeds in there. You can't eat these oranges like you would normal oranges because they have quite a sort of a bitter taste. But these are perfect for your marmalade. But yes, you can see there's lots of pips in there. Don't worry about that. So now we've cut all these out, all we need to do is juice them all. Now it's better if you've got an electric juicer, because otherwise you'll be there with either a fork or one of those wooden things, and this is going to take you ages. So I have to hold on to the handle of this, otherwise it starts spinning round. But this is brilliant, so if you've got one of these, use it. So I'm going to juice all of them now. Okay, now once you've juiced it, make sure that you get everything out. You can see there that there's nothing left in there, which is great. So I'm going to do that for the rest of them. Don't throw these away. I'm putting them in the pot here because we will need them in a minute. Now, after a while, after you've done quite a few, you will find that there are lots of pips and pith stuck in here. So what you need to do, just get your finger in there, just move it round, just so that you make sure that there's all the juice has gone down. And then what we need to do is we need to save all of these bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this bowl over, and I've got one of those little muslin squares on the top here, and all I'm going to do is empty it onto there. Let's put it back on, and then I'll carry on.